We've coined artificial intelligence for about 30 years, or as long as I remember. And in the early days, artificial intelligence was defined as being able to play chess or to be able to do computer vision. Now, we've gone well beyond being able to play chess. You know, a chess program will beat any humanoid these days. But what does that actually mean? Some say it's neural networks and emulating the human brain, you know, and Google's efforts to try and train a neural network program to recognise cats has just been a laughable dead end. But why do humans program? And what is human programming? And right now we're using relatively complex language structures and using a whole bunch of machinery to bridge the gap between typing what I think an algorithm looks like and translating all those machine instructions down into things that processors do. As we develop more and more abstract languages, we're going to find some of the tasks that we thought were programming tasks actually become automated inside that process. And the time at which code is substantially generated automatically is not far off. Now that's kind of my definition of what you might call artificial intelligence, that these systems are effectively self-written, or the human orchestration is at such a grand level that all of the detail is actually provided within the machinery. How are they going to work? Well, I hope it works well. How do we know how they work? Well, I don't know. What are their weaknesses? Well, none of us knew. We just thought it was a cheaper way to do programming because programmers cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars a year and this thing will work 24 hours a day for nothing. Let's do more of it. And off we go to hell. Off we go to hell within microseconds. We deploy all this code, we have no idea what's going on. That, I think, is kind of the danger of where we lead. And maybe I'm just getting old and tired of all this, but at some point, this enthusiasm to ignore risk, ignore all kinds of risk, to chase the cheaper product that outcircles your opposition, irrespective of any other environmental consideration, becomes, to my mind, not just irresponsible, but criminally irresponsible. This is not what we should be doing. And if the internet is anything, it's just a breeding ground for that kind of behaviour. The internet itself, like air, is just the medium. Don't blame it. The real issue is actually the extent to which Moore's law has now made computing not just a commodity, but it's just everywhere. And the extent to which we understand the quality and robustness of the code that we're putting in is minuscule. And the more we automate this process, the fewer the folk we train, the less our understanding of what those machines are doing. It was once said that a few years after they'd disbanded the group, America could no longer have built a Saturn V rocket. That once Boeing had disbanded the team, building another 747 aircraft from scratch was close to impossible, because the innate skills and understanding of the systemic behaviour went when the group went. That took a long time to gather, and it's not once we did it once we'll always remember. If we lose our ability to understand code and complex systems, if we pass it over to fully automated systems, what exactly are we passing over? And is that handover irrevocable? And will we regret it? I suppose, am on that point of going, I don't think it's a good idea. I think we are going to regret it. I have no way of knowing how we can stop it. Like the Internet of Things, this is just a downhill ride to hell. I hope we like it. I don't think we will.